Good morning, beautiful beings. Still in my fatigue time, so, here we are. It's the 24th of October. It's the Wednesday, and so I'll do it within Wednesdays today. I got a new subscriber. Thank you, Gordon Foster. Yeah, that name sounds familiar. I think I might know that person. Okay. That was my first boyfriend, 9 years old. Yeah, from childhood. Isn't that great? Yeah, I think I shared that story when my big brother had passed, and I was sharing my story about Richard. Yes, it was Gordon I was dating, and that's how I met Richard. Gordon and Richard were best friends. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Gord, for subscribing. I appreciate that and sharing it, and hope that it helps in some way. Must it, otherwise you wouldn't subscribe, That's good. Love it. Thank you so much. So that's 12 subscribers now. Woo! Getting out there. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a mess today. That's all right. Had Ariana home because she had a cold, so haven't been able to get much sleep. I'm really zonked, and it's natural fatigue times anyway, right? So, whatever. Let's get to today's card, shall we? Okay, today's guidance. Things flying back. Rebirth, right? That's why. Right, the rebirth. It's coming. The rebirth is coming. So anybody else feeling that too? Feeling that shift where we're just so tired? And it goes with the natural cycles as well. Just my own natural body cycles. But, we all have cycles. Male or female, like you say. Female's pretty obvious cycles, but we all have them. So we call in the directions of the east, the light, the path of illumination, the south, place of the child, the innocence, the water, fire, water, earth, over here, place of woman and introspection over here in the west, and in the air of our wisdom years, in the air there, the maturity. And we travel the red road from south, where we get that nurturing from others. We got to learn to nurture ourselves when we get up into the north road, right? Where the rites are back. Isn't that funny? Because it was yesterday, I think it was the cradle board, and then, the other, was it yesterday? Anyways, it was fun. Anyways, I like that. So we go through our rites past the red road, and then up in the north, here, the blue road of spirit, right? So the blue road of spirit goes from east to the west, right? Retreat, the moon lodge. I would do that more into the west is at the retreating, but we go into that moon lodge to get illumination, to light up, right? Maybe new information. So I think we enter the moon lodge in the east gate. That's where new information comes in, new stuff. Anyway, did I tell you I was very tired? And then the west, right? Embracing the unknown. We go into that introspection. We go deep inside. We're embracing that unknown part of us, but it is known. Because you know what? We know everything deep down on some level because we're part of that divine infinite source, right? A little spark of it. Of course we are. Above, below, and within. Whoa. Great mystery. There we go. We're embracing. Embracing. Let me spread this out. Now today, I just phoned the doctor just before I started this to get an appointment. I've been watching these videos, and I'm starting to feel a bit like an Aspie here. It actually, like tears of joy. I think I shared a little bit yesterday. With these traumas coming up in my life, right? Feeling odd. Well, here's some other things that added to that, right? Strange, unique character. Strange, weird wiring in the brain, right? One video I watched says like there's male brain, and you can tell the difference in the male brain and the female brain. Then here we have an Aspie brain or Asperger's, high functioning autism. And that's a different brain as well, right? It's the way it's, the neurochemistry or the way it's made up and the things that are firing. So that explained a lot to me. I mean, I've always been a weirdo. And since Liam's been diagnosed, and then my dad comes up and goes, oh my God, he's just like you when you were a kid. My mom even said stuff like that to me too. So, I'm not about labels, right? And putting yourself in a box, but about understanding what's going on, like when the stuff with my neck. Understanding what's happening in my body understanding myself and not feeling like there's something wrong with me, right? Because there's nothing wrong with anybody. You're all just perfect divine beings, and we're here to grow and learn and expand in whatever way that is for you, right? And that's okay, whatever way that is for you. You're a unique, beautiful individual, and thank you for being you. This world is brighter with you in it. Yes, it is. So, let's get to the business of the day. The cards. Main path and totem today. Here and here. Okay. Main path and totem. See, that's what I'm kind of throwing myself off because I don't have my books up here. I don't do an order. I'm kind of off. So, there we go. I'm putting my little baby over here. So the hail, be able to laugh at ourselves, right? The humor and the opposite. Sometimes we're doing the complete opposite to what we need to be doing. Or need to be doing. Or what we think we need to be doing. Right? So we need to learn to laugh at ourselves. We're all innocent little babies here. But, you know, we're still learning and growing. So we need to be able to laugh at ourselves that we take things too seriously sometimes. Just let it go. And look at those messages coming in. Or maybe we make everything a message. Oh, this has got to be a sign of something, right? Sometimes a cup of tea is just a cup of tea, right? What does that mean? They offered me a cup of tea. What does that mean? You know, especially if you're watching that YouTube video about consent and they use tea to represent, you know, flirting and sexual impact. So, you know. But a cup of tea, you know, somebody offers you a cup of tea, they might just be offering a cup of tea. So we don't need to make signs out of everything. Do we do that? We can laugh at ourselves and do that. Are we taking things too seriously? Even our spirituality, do we take that too seriously? That we need to kind of follow it like this, right? Because the spirituality should be fun. To laugh at ourselves, to expand in that way, right? Because when we're feeling fear, we're feeling more contracted. Right? When we laugh, it opens up. It opens up us in more connections. And, you know, thinking about that when you laugh and you have a good belly laugh, how do you feel afterwards? It's great. So let's look at that. Let's laugh at ourselves. Not everything is a message. Not everything is a warning. Oh my goodness, there's going to be, right? So let's look at that and not take that also seriously. But to look at what our messages are. What are they saying to us? Remember, it all comes from within you. It's not about what I say, what anybody says. You have all the answers inside of you already. Sometimes we need something like this so then we can recognize it outside of ourselves, that it's already in there, right? That's how I use these cards too. It takes everything that's going around in my head and brings it outside for me. So then I can look at it. And sometimes it's easier to prioritize or figure out what's really needing attention right now, right? So the cards can help to do that. It's not about predicting future or anything like that. It's about connecting with ourselves and our divine source. Whatever that is for you. Tomatoes, right? Okay, so female. Man's a little clenched up. And the male. Because that's how we do it. All right, so the female today. Reflections, the field of plenty. We've already got the ideas in the knees manifested. We can look at that, right? And take that leadership, right? And give those directions, right? Because the female energy is the creative and it tells. Then the male energy takes the actions, right? So that's how we get our ideas and needs manifested. We tap in, we figure out what those are for ourselves, and then we take the lead and saying, yeah, you're good at this. I need you to do that. I need you, and it's that delegating, right? Looking at those talents. A good leader, right? Leaders, it's about holding space for others to shine their best, right? I always tell my kids, the greatest leaders know when to follow, right? They know when to step back and let somebody else to take the lead so they can learn to be good leaders as well, right? Because we all need to lead our own lives, really, free will beings, right? So we're all leaders by divine right? We're leading our own lives, right? Our thoughts are leading our lives. Because our lives go. Our lives follow our thoughts. All right? Maybe. Well, I don't know. What's it mean for you? That's my beliefs, right? And it's okay if you believe something different. Nothing wrong with that. To each his own, right? We're here on our own experiences. We experience it in our own way. And that is divine. And it's just perfect. Just like that. Perfectly imperfect. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, here we go. The action, right? We make that connection. And then we feel empowered. The more we connect to our Mother Earth, the more we connect to other Earth bodies, right? We are all Earth bodies as well, right? We feel more empowered and connected to this Earth and taking care of this Earth, right? And then we can soar like the little eagles up here. And then we soar, 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 right? We do those deep dives. Deep, deep, deep dive for that self-reflection. Deep, and I still have it up here over the Medicine Woman cards. They haven't moved very much, but that's okay. So that's the action today, right? To do that deep dive and find those things that help us to feel empowered, those connections that help us feel empowered. And if there's connections that aren't helping us to feel empowered, we have the right to release those. To lovingly say, I love you, but I need you over there now. Right? I love you more over there. All right, I love you more all the time. But right now, this is not helping me. It's not blending with my energy. Whatever it is for you. Right? You do not owe anybody any explanations about who you are. Okay? Because when we start trying to explain about ourselves and who we are, that's when that doubt and stuff slips in. Right? Because you're beautiful as you are. Okay? And as you choose to be. So, do that deep dive. Deep! Go deep, people. Go deep. Find your connection and your empowerment within. Right? Know that you have the power to manifest your ideas and your needs, right? And you can take that lead and lead your life. Don't let your life be led by somebody else. You be the leader of your own life. That's a strong message today. Be the leader of your own life, right? You interpret your own messages, right? Interpret your own. If they seem way off, well, then we can laugh at ourselves, because as we're learning and growing, we learn to interpret those messages even more. Your body will give you all those signals. It does. Trust your body. Trust in yourself. Trust. You are a divine, beautiful being. And you're meant to be here. Everyone is. Biggest heart hugs ever. I love you. Thank you for being you. And keep shining your light and your love in everything you do. Peace.